A year ago this week, Kenny Dalglish returned to the Anfield hot seat. Now 12 months on, he stands on the threshold of another Wembley final with the Reds. The League Cup has thrown up tricky trips all the way for Cup final of 2012. On towards Downing, Carroll gets around Savage. Andy Carroll for Liverpool. Really good stop by Joe Hart. But again, Liverpool almost striking early at the Etihad. He was brave and he was honest there, Carroll. Many other players could have gone down in that situation. Joe Hart forced into an excellent...
Makes himself big.
Steven Gerrard goes early and forces Joe Hart into a really good stop. Almost caught out the England goalkeeper there.
Oh, he does well, Steven Gerrard. He opens his body up, really lovely, sets up the shot and uses the defender in front of him. I think it's Gareth Barry, just uses him as a shield to bend the ball round. There's not a great deal of pace on it, but it's very, very accurate.
Manchester City goalkeeper in the first 10 minutes. That's for Stuart Downing, and he's caught it well, and it's another brilliant save, and Liverpool are denied again. Stuart Downing denied. Joe Hart earning his corner here.
What's the corner straight off the training ground? He strikes it well, does Stuart Downing. It's a good volley. It takes a deflection just before it gets through to Joe Hart. That's what makes it.
It's Daniel Agger this time, and he goes down, and that's a Liverpool penalty. Daniel Agger goes down under the challenge of Stefan Savic, and Liverpool have been awarded a penalty.
Well, it's Savic again. I think we saw him earlier on.
The first big act of the League Cup semi-final, and Gerrard is as cool as ever. Perfect start for Liverpool. A big smile from Kenny Dalglish. First blood to the Reds.
Well, I think it's what Liverpool really deserved. They started the game really positively. Mistake from Savic, I think, making the challenge on Daniel Agger, but take nothing away from that man there, Steven Gerrard, the Liverpool captain. It's a wonderful penalty. Always going away from Joe Hart. It's a good height as well for Liverpool. Down low, finds the bottom corner, and you can't get many better starts than that.
Joe Hart's clearance isn't brilliant. That's Jay Spearing.
Well, I think that's the end of Jay Spearing's night, to be honest with you. You have to feel that there must have been some, even coming into the game, I think maybe there's been some touch.
All the way, Bellamy does really well, and Kelly will continue it. On towards Andy Carroll with the header. Well, you have to say it's Liverpool who have created every opportunity so far.
Well, persistence pays off down the right-hand side. It's a lovely ball in by young Martin Kelly. And Andy Carroll, give him all the credit, he does exceptionally well to get ahead of.
Away from Glenn Johnson, and gets it
From Man City's point of view, I think that suggests that he's not too happy with the way that Man City have started. Roberto Mancini.
And he's had his injury problems as well in the last couple of weeks. And Samir Nasri is to be introduced here for Mario Balotelli.
Well, Balotelli was a doubt before the game, him and Dzeko. Dzeko is on the bench, and
Richards away from Glenn Johnson, opening up here for Manchester City. Blazed over the top by James Milner.
Well, it's the first opportunity Man City have had, nearly at a half-time whistle, but he just outstrengths Glenn Johnson, does Micah Richards, drives into the area. And if there's one thing you could...
It's Adam Johnson, Sergio Aguero, Martin Skirtle with the cover. City are just starting to look a threat.
Well, I think better movement from Man City. Johnson coming in off the touchline into that little pocket of space and trying to thread the pass through to Aguero.
Kelly. Gareth Barry came in and did really well, and now Kelly's given it away. It's Sergio Aguero. Well, Liverpool survive. Just.
Well, it's what I was talking about. Concentration levels. Don't get casual, don't get slack. And on this occasion, Martin Kelly.
Not much in the middle. Away by Agger. Nasri takes the corner. And there's a header. And it's saved brilliantly by Reina to deny Micah Richards. Liverpool hold on to their lead.
Oh, he attacks it really well, does Micah Richards. Again, it's relatively
Ground to get there. Aguero wants to use them all as a decoy, and it's a brilliant tackle by Glenn Johnson. Had to get it right and did.
Glenn Johnson gets us absolutely spot on. If you commit yourself like that, you just have to make.
Nasri. Dzeko. Nasri finds a yard. Can't keep his composure when it counts.
Well, they're certainly coming right back into this game now, Man City. I said, start of the second half, they lacked that little bit of guile, that little bit of ability on the edge of the box.
Nasri. Milner. Space for Nasri. Ball by Nasri. Really good save by Reina. That's a foul by Gareth Barry.
Well, we're playing three at the back, Man City, and certainly pushing forward. It's allowing them to get bodies forward, and on this occasion, can't be too often that we've seen Gareth Barry in this sort of position.
Freshen things up. Jamie Carragher is to be introduced here. Craig Bellamy makes way.
Well, I think that would suggest that the manager is quite happy with what he's got so far.
Oh, bit of afters. Nasri and Carragher. Valaros the latest to get involved, and it's all very, very unnecessary. Well, Nasri's certainly going to be booked. According to Mike Oliver, and City almost find themselves a leveller. Sergio Aguero was completely unmarked.
Well, he's not the biggest target in the 18-yard box, but he's got a great spring. He picks up a really good position. I think he's just behind Charlie Adam. Charlie Adam's got to come back a little bit, it'll make it more difficult for the ball to come into him. And that's a free header.
Good read by Glenn Johnson. Now the big shout there is of whether that was two-footed, which is what the Manchester City fans were shouting about. Well, here is that tackle. Carroll again, comes to Savage. Delivered by James Milner. Header was by Andy.
Exceptional.
Great tackle by Carroll, who felt it's advantage Liverpool going into the second leg at Anfield. Kenny Dalglish's men earn a 1-0 win thanks to Steven Gerrard's penalty.
Well, I think they really have learnt from the league game where they lost here 3-0. They made it really difficult for Man City. Totally different performance from Liverpool, but it does get them the result in a